Okay guys, welcome back. I'm going to tie you a wee nymph. I'm going to tie it on a jig hook. This jig hook here is a size 12 barbless. Just got that traditional 60-degree bend to the eye. I've accompanied that with a 3.2mm fluorescent orange slotted tungsten bead. Now if you're going to tie your nymphs, for the folk that don't know, if you're going to tie your nymphs on jig hooks, best use the slotted beads, because what that's going to do for you, you're going to face these flies really close to the river bed, and it's going to flip or make your fly fish with the point upwards, which should reduce your snags or your catch-ups on the bottom. Now the thread that I'm going to use to tie the fly is the Ultra thread in 70 Fire Orange by UTC. I'm just going to come in, we'll get our thread started behind the bead. Just run on a couple of mil of thread and back up towards the bead. We'll come in and remove the waist tag of thread. And we're just going to build a wee bit of a taper and a ramp of thread up behind the bead, just to stop the bead from moving on us, and then bring the thread down to basically where a barb may be on a barbed hook. Now the tail fibres is just going to be a black hand hackle. So just taking away the rubbish from the bottom. I'm just going to bring out the fibres from the stem, tear those away. Now you can have the tail fibres as long or short as you like. I'm just going to have mine the length of the body over the back, so I'm just going to come in with a pinch and loop. Now the reason why I'm using the Fire Orange thread is I just want to build a wee hat tag up here at the back. It's like a wee trigger point. Then I'm going to come in and just trim away the excess, just flush with the bead, and then I'm going to work my thread up, just hang these in now. Don't get worried if they move around the hook. The body and the up here behind the bead, basically the thorax area, is going to be dubbing. On the way back down I'm going to catch in a rib, and that's the Ultra wire in hot orange. So we'll just catch this in on the way down. I have a length off here from the last fly that I tied, so just going to catch that in. Then over the back I'm going to catch in, I'm going to have a wee back cover on it, and that's going to be an Opal Mirage tinsel in medium. So we'll just take a length of this off, trim that away. Just offer this up to the hook, just catch it on top, and then we'll work our thread back down, tying in the wire on the Opal Mirage tinsel. Now, just want to leave just that wee hat tag at the back. The body is an SLF dubbing that has a wee mix of UV flash through it. Just dub this onto our thread, slide that up, then we can stretch it out as we go along up the body if you need to. Then we can bring up our rib. You're doing 4 turns or so up the body just to protect the fly. To there, follow this around with your thread. Nice tight turns in here now, just to secure that in, because in my opinion it's the wire that's holding the fly together. Then we can bend and break away the wire. Then we can bring over our Opal Mirage tinsel. Just want to make sure that this is dead centered. Come around with a turn, a couple of turns to hold, fold the Opal Mirage tinsel back. This will secure it in for you, nice and tight with your thread turns. Come in and trim away the excess Opal Mirage. Now I have to get my other dubbing box out here. Should have had this out, because the collar at the top is going to be Rainbow Light Bright. much of the rainbow light bright dubbing. It is easy to dub, it's not. So just dub this onto our thread, nice and tight. Slide that up, and just nice and tight with the dubbing. Bring your thread to the bead. Now anything that's going forward, any of these wee fibres, just come in and sweep those back. Bring your thread in front of your dubbing and tight behind the bead. I'm just going to come in with a wee like a varnish here, just onto the thread before we whip finish. And then I'll come in and throw in a 3 or 4 turn whip finish. Put your tan thread nice and tight. Come in and trim away your tan thread. Now, that's the wee fly. There's nothing to that, and I think that this wee fly here will work well for the Dollaghan underneath the indicator. Just show you the wee back of the fly. I'll just see if I can tighten in here a wee bit for you. Just to maybe show you it a wee bit better. There's the cover over the back. So look guys, get a few of those tied up. You know, you'll definitely catch fish. Now, just before I finish, I was recently asked via social media about my dubbing and how to store my dubbing and stuff like that. So I'm just going to show you how to do that. I'm just going to pan out another wee tad here. And what I do is I take all my dubbings out of my packets rather than have them in drawers, and I put them in these wee containers just in there like that, and that's where that rainbow light bright goes, in there. Now, my good lady picked this wee box up for me, about 3 or 4 of these from Home Bargains, and what I tend to do is put all my flashy dubbins in the one, seals furs in the other, and so on and so on. So just to show you is basically good way to organise your dubbings rather than have them in packets. I do keep them in packets as well, and I'll just show you this while we're still filming. And this is the light bright packets. I just have them on a ring binder, and that's just all the different colours of light brights. So look guys, back to the fly. Sorry, I digressed there a bit. Tie a few of those up, get a few in your box. As always folks, many thanks for taking the time to view the video. I really do appreciate it. If you like the wee videos I'm putting together, please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. Helps the wee channel out. And until next time folks, take lines.